The one sort of personal bright spot, I suspect, in a fairly abject afternoon was the fact that Robert Snodgrass actually makes his first start in 499 days. So we'll start with the positive and then we'll get into the performance.
Yeah,
How did it feel for you?
Yeah, it was great for me to get a chance. I feel as if I've jumped every hurdle basically, and the last one was to obviously start a game. But obviously I wanted, the main objective was to be starting a game, but try to get 3 points for the team, and obviously it wasn't to be.
We'll start at the end. Was that over the line?
I thought it was. You could see with the players' frustration, every one of us, we thought it was over the line. And these guys are, they need to make these decisions quick, and they need to be pinpoint. So obviously he didn't think it was over the line, or else he'd gave it. Yeah.
Have you seen it again?
I haven't seen it again. A few of the lads in there are obviously want to try and see it in different things, so we'll assess it and see basically if it was over. But as I say, you can't change it. If he was going to give it, he would have gave it. So it's football. We need to go again. Simple as that. Our aspirations and aims is to try and get promoted, and I don't think we'll get promoted with performances like that. We know that ourselves as a team. That we need to do better, especially away from home. Home form is really good, but away from home it's not been good enough.
Yeah, let's be honest, you didn't deserve anything from that today, did you?
Yeah, well, I think looking at the game, they had the more clear-cut chances, and in stages, probably at half-time, you think to yourself, we couldn't probably play any worse than that, and we were still 0-0, so we believed the second half we could go out and try and get something from the game, but as I say, it wasn't to be. As a group, we know ourselves that, but we're actually scratching our head, because we're thinking, how can you obviously play that against Burnley then? Against obviously Preston, we didn't play well. So it's, as I say to you, it's football. We'll go back in the training ground and work hard and do as well as doing, and try and get back on that, unbeaten run that we went on before.
Scratching the head's the right phrase, because we've set it up in the commentary box today, but it comes, if it was a one-off you think, yeah, okay, but it comes off the back of a similar performance at Rotherham, a similar performance against Leeds, all struggling sides, yet you struggle against them. Have you got a theory?
No, well, it's, as I said to you, it's quite easy for me, who's probably, I've been on the sidelines to sit and say, that one hasn't been good enough for that, or different things like that. But that, that's not the case. I'm part of a team, and we're all part of a team, and that's what we obviously need to realise, and that's the only way we'll get out of it, is sticking together, working harder on the training ground, giving that 1% more. If it's in the gym, it's in the, obviously staying behind, working on certain things, and just having that belief that we can go and win games, and having, that determination that you're not going to concede. If you don't concede in the game, you're never going to lose it. So we need to get that into your head. It's a tough league. It's a very tough league. People can beat teams at the top. The teams at the bottom can beat teams at the top, and we don't want to be. That team that's very inconsistent, because it's never going to get us out of the league, it's never going to get us champions. So we need to have a look at ourselves and think to ourselves, if we're going to be champions, we need to do better than that today. Yeah.
Are you worried then if this sort of thing continues, you'll blow promotion?
Well, obviously, because you're not winning games, simple as that, and you're not being consistent enough to get promotion. I think you try and win your home games, and if you pick a point up away from home, in hindsight, that's a good result, because you're not getting beat on the road. That's I'm a firm believer. You keep that run going, where you obviously just get into a habit of not wanting to lose, basically, and I think that becomes. I know it's a team, but it needs to come from an individual as well as blocking. Crosses, or putting your body in the line, or somebody doing a bit of skill and setting something up for. I think the individual part needs to be there as well. That you're going to do better than your opponent that you're facing.
Final one: are you mentally weak as a team?
I wouldn't say mentally weak. It's quite. I think it's harsh saying that, to be honest. I think these lads will run through a brick wall for you, to be quite honest, and we'll do everything to try and obviously get the result. Lads have played 2 games, the same as the Preston boys. Some lads are dead in their feet in there, and I think I wouldn't say mentally weak. I think we just need to get back into, when we went on that 10-game unbeaten run, we were, we thought we were invincible. We would go and beat teams, and that was what it was all about. Go and believing that you can win football matches. We need to get back into that habit, or if it's back-to-back wins, and then try and kick on, and everybody's sticking together as a club, the staff, the fans, the players, everybody, the city, everybody pulling in the right direction to try and get this club where we want to be, and that's promotion.